C7.5 chemical cells and batteries. To make a chemical cell that produces an electric current, you need to have two metals of different reactivities immersed in an electrolyte. So the electrolyte is a solution of ions. When this happens, a chemical reaction takes place and a flow of electrons passes from the most reactive metal to the least reactive metal. And you can measure that with a voltmeter. So what's actually happening here, the magnesium in this case, the most reactive metal, it ionizes in solution here and it produces two electrons. It loses two electrons and they pass over to the copper. The copper gains the electrons, being less reactive than magnesium, and it is reduced. So we have oxidation of the most reactive metal and reduction of the least reactive metal. You don't need to know more than that. If you want to increase the voltage, you can use two metals that have a bigger difference in reactivity. If you want to reduce the voltage, the opposite. You put two metals in there that are very close in reactivity, and it will give you a low voltage. Factors that affect the voltage are the ions in solution and their concentration, so the electrolyte. If you change that, you'll change the voltage. The surface area of these two electrodes is very important, in particular the surface area of the electrodes in the solution, in the electrolyte. If that changes, it changes the voltage, or can change the voltage. Rechargeable batteries are batteries that have a chemical reaction that's reversible. So we can put an electric current back through here and it will recharge the ions in the solution. Quite often the cells that are used are not rechargeable. That's because the reactants get used up. Once the reactants are used up, the reaction stops, the flow of electricity stops.